Thank you. I think we're excited to be here. I want to thank Commissioner Lucia and his staff for all the hard work they do throughout the season. It's not an easy thing to do to run a successful conference, and we're very appreciative of their hard work. Want to thank Minnesota State Mankato for their hospitality so far. Hopefully it continues throughout the weekend.
Just kind of what has gone into this program to get you guys to this point? We know you started from the ground up, and just curious if you guys could each share, what it means to be a part of it and have a chance to play for the first championship in St. Thomas program history here Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Having been here for 4 years now, it's been one of the most special times of my life. Coming here and knowing you get to be a part of something way bigger than yourself. Getting to build a program from the ground up. Just to get to be in this position is just a blessing. A lot of hard work, not just by the players, not just by the coaches, but from everyone at the university. We see the steps to build a program and the effort that everyone puts in and the care that they show towards our hockey program is just so special to see over the years. So to be here as my last year, I wouldn't want it any other way and wouldn't want it with anyone else.
Yeah, so for me, I transferred in 2 years ago. I'd say the biggest thing for me is my parents went to the school. I grew up in St. Paul. My brother went to the school, so growing up not having Division I hockey, never really dreamed of playing there, but just seeing the whole program build. I mean, even this year we started out not so hot. We were battling to win games, losing a lot of one-goal games, and I think the coolest thing is just the way the community's come together. A couple of us in class this week got brought to the front of the classroom, get a round of applause from the teachers, and then also just seeing the new rink go up with that too. It's just the whole community coming together, and yeah, it's just cool to see the whole thing come together, coming from St. Paul and seeing the whole thing unfold.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with, everything these guys said, the community, our team, just the family at St. Thomas in general. I actually got brought in as Rico's believer class, so I've been here for 3 years. A good chunk of us have still been here. There's about 8 of us still in our junior class that have been here, so we're considered the believers, and we were kind of brought in to put the stepping stones of this program up, and these guys have kind of been a great addition to that as well, and we kind of have believed what Rico has preached and kind of gone along with it, and it's been great to see how much we've come together as not only a class, a team, a community, but just to see everything go up, the new arena, kind of just the expectations we had at the beginning of the year, and like Matthew said, kind of battled a little bit at the beginning of the year, but kind of found our groove, and now I think we're where we should be, and hopefully tomorrow we can figure it out.
What would it mean for the believers and really the whole team to win tomorrow?
I think it would mean more than anything. I think a lot of guys, I would say every guy in that class would give up anything to win that game tomorrow night, and I think we got a lot of heart and a lot of blood and sweat going into this game tomorrow, and I think we're really excited.
Guys, was there any kind of turning point, do you think, for your season? Or Coach, I know Coach mentioned you guys playing pretty good hockey early in the year, played some tough teams, got Minnesota twice, obviously, but was there any point in this season where you felt like that you were on a roll and that you could be in this game again, or for the first time, I guess?
I think a big game for me personally was that Tech series on the road before Christmas. They were really hot at the time, and going on the road and pulling out a win that Saturday night, going into a Christmas break where you got 3 weeks. Before that, I think we had lost about 8 in a row or something. Losing 9 in a row was kind of miserable going into break. So getting that win and then turning a leaf into the new year, just every guy buying in, a lot of guys hanging out with each other, and having that belief that, yeah, we're not in the spot we want to be, but we can get to that spot at the end of the year.
Yeah, I would kind of like I think we kind of hit a little bit of a reset button coming into Christmas. Same as Matthew said, I think that Tech series was kind of a big statement for us. Coming home on a Saturday night after a slump, you kind of drive home on that 9-hour bus ride, and you're kind of like, whew, this is kind of fun. Like, instead of going home sitting in silence, we can have some fun here. Like, so I think we kind of figured it out. We kind of bought in as a group a little bit together, had a little bit of away time during Christmas break, saw our families, and kind of were just able to find the fun back in hockey again, which I think has brought a lot of confidence to our players, a lot of confidence to our team as well, and I think we've been able to thrive off that confidence.
Ethan, you mentioned in our meeting with our broadcasters early in the week that you made the switch to forward. Do you lean on any of these guys or any other forwards for advice?
Yeah, 100% I do. I got two of a couple really good players next to me. It's been fun. It's been a good transition. I played a little bit with Wallen. He likes to just get him the puck, and it's worked when I've been with him. But yeah, where I am, it's been awesome to help in any way I can possible. So.
Questions for any of these three or Coach?
Rico,
For you, Rico, I mean, you're a builder, built Miami, come in here, bunch of D3 players, to where you were, to where you are now. What's this game?
That's a good question, Pat. Not sure I really thought about it, to be honest with you. I think our focus right now is on this team and these young men that have spoken so eloquently about what it means to them. And, I think just listening to them and thinking back to all the hard work from Dr. Eston to, his staff and Ben Fraser and Jen, who's here, and, we started off in April of 4 years ago with like 10 people in the office. Nobody remembers that. Nobody cares about that, right? So maybe after the season you can ask me that question. I'll have a better answer for you. But right now I'm just focused and excited for these guys to play tomorrow night. Very proud of them, love them to death. And, we can talk about that later.
Coach, you've had some battles against Minnesota State this year. What do you see different coming up this weekend from the earlier games this year, or do you see them playing out kind of the same?
Well, first of all, they won the league title for a reason, right? They've got really a lot of depth up front. Their D-core is solid. Their goaltending is, lights out. So Luke does a great job with his team in terms of how they play, and everybody knows their roles. I think we've had some really good games against them. The battle level is a little bit different, and I think that has to do with the two teams and how much we've played over the last few years. Obviously they're on a 10-game winning streak. They're playing really well, so we know the challenge ahead of us. I don't think they're going to change their game. I think they've executed really, really well over the last couple of months to win the McNaughton Cup. And we're going to have to disrupt that.
To the players, whether it's, Sibes, who's been playing really well, Jake Seibel's been playing really well recently, or Aaron Trotter earlier in the year and last year even, how confident do you feel in what you guys have between the pipes?
Yeah, we feel good when we have any of those guys in the net. We know that we have to ultimately go out there and play the right way regardless. Play from the net out, play hard defensively, and we know that they're capable of coming up with some of those saves that maybe they're not supposed to make every night, but and they do. So we feel good about them. We've like to think they feel good about us too in front of them. So yeah, we feel good.
Yeah, kind of just to build off that, I would kind of just say, the confidence in both those goalies can have is unbelievable. It was very evident, my freshman year and in my sophomore year as well last year. Aaron Trotter if he gets some confidence, he's an unbelievable goaltender. And you've kind of seen the run that we've been going on with Jake Seibel as well. And they're both unbelievable goaltenders, both unbelievable humans. So you can kind of just lean on both of them, and I think they kind of lean on us as well to provide.
And another one for you guys, just with, Rico's brought in, Coach Blossey's brought in players from all different areas, whether it be transfers, freshmen, recruiting classes. What makes you guys gel, and what's the common kind of line that brings you all together?
I think a big reason is that we all came here for a reason, right? I know we can't play in the NCAA tournament, but we came here to build a program. We came here to win a championship together and play the game we love. And I know a lot of kids around the country all are in the same boat. But I think the biggest thing for us is, we want to come together and we want to win and build a program.
Any more questions for any of these four?
Rico, the rivalry that's developed over the last handful of years between Minnesota State and St. Thomas, a lot of close games, a lot of late game heroics between you two. Have you seen the same thing develop, and could this rivalry potentially go into the future?
Well, it wasn't much of a rivalry the first year, let me tell you that. I think so. Luke and I are committed to keeping this going well beyond the next few years. So it makes sense being so close, home and home. With the way college athletics is going today, it helps with budgets and things like that as well. So I think it's going to be a rivalry for a long time. And I know from our end, when we play in this game, we come out of the weekend better.